you find your dramatic background sort of helped with the process of documentary in a way?
It did in the end.
Or
not initially. Initially, I really couldn't stand it. I was just going, how the hell does anybody do this? I hate this form. I hate everything about it. It's so restrictive. But having battled with it for several years, eventually I started to see that, you know, even the tide turns. Yeah. And the difficulty is that you can't, if you don't have a scene, you can't write it.
No, you're not.
You can't go, we need a character who does this. I know what we'll do. We'll just write it. You can't do it. You've got what you've got.
Yeah, it is what it is.
Yeah, and that can be incredibly difficult. So you're trying to find archetypes to sort of thread your story along. You know, you're trying to make it conform to some law of drama, otherwise people are not going to be interested in watching it. I had done a lot of theatre work, and I was wanting to move across to film, and I thought, well, how shall I learn how to do that? And so I went to Rain Dance. That was where I started, and they said, go and film what you know. You know, that was when it was still expensive to buy a camera. You know, I didn't have access to that kind of stuff, so I was just going, what the hell do I do? So it was just kind of, what I had got used to in theatre is making the best of what was available. Not having the tools and the money is not an excuse. You can do it. Because it's amazing what you can think of when you're sort of stuck in this tiny little box, which you just wouldn't think of if you had everything available to you.
Yeah, so, you're right. I mean, I'm a student here, and I see what you mean.
I wasted a lot of time thinking, this is all wrong, it's all right. And actually, it's not wrong, it's what you are. And when times are shit, they're shit. And when they're good, wow, it's amazing. And it's always going to be like that. It never gets any better. For anybody. It doesn't, they can have Oscars with it, it never changes. There is nobody in this entire industry who's in any different position from where you are, except that they've got a few more things under the belt. But they're still only as good as their next project. And I think the most important thing is whatever you end up doing, do something. And that was kind of where I started from. I had ability in different areas, but ability's 10% of it. The rest is work.